Kim Possible is an interesting example of a show that's been riding a new wave of focus as of late, and as someone who watched it during its original run, I can't say it's unwarranted. Nowadays, most people consider themselves as desiring to consume media featuring strong characters, and Kim certainly is one of those. But more importantly, Kim at her core is just a nice person who, in the case of this episode, is ecstatic to spend quality time with her family. The episode begins with the entire Possible family, including Nana Possible, putting on some heavy-duty goggles. Why, you may ask? Why, to properly shield their eyes from their National Lampoon as Christmas lights, of course.
Honey, it's beautiful.
It's all Jim and Tim.
We just rerouted the Middleton power grid, so we wouldn't blow out the whole town like last year.
The first step in a traditional Possible Christmas, with Ron being unlucky enough to be outside when it happens. Now, Ron, despite being stated multiple times in the series to be Jewish, is actually at Kim's house to enjoy one of his own Christmas traditions. Every year, he enjoys the Snowman Hank holiday special at the Possible's house with Kim. Except to Ron's utter bewilderment, after 20 plus years of showing it to generations of children, there's been a change in plans.
Take a powder, snowman, because this year Christmas is a turbocharged collision of cool. Live from the North Pole, it's Extreme Xmas.
What kind of jerk-ass promos are they running on this network? What's next, you want to shoot Rudolph and promote a Ted Nugent concert? Later in Kim's room, because her parents trust Ron way too much, she gives Ron a present, an electronic scrapbook on a CD, which in the 2000s was the peak of technology, which Ron finds extremely heartfelt. After Kim exits, Ron picks up the communicator to see Wade calling in to wish them both a happy holiday. But at the very moment, Wade gets an alert that Dr. Draken and Shigo have just stolen an experimental power cell, giving Ron an idea. As a Christmas friend to Kim, he'll go off to stop them and let her enjoy the rest of the night with her family as she intended. Meanwhile, at Draken's lab, after installing the power cell, he explained to Shigo that he's presuming Kim won't try to stop him due to Christmas being the one day she's officially off duty.
See, with her twinkle lights and mistletoe and carols and roast beast and frim franglers and zoob zooblers.
Typical. Primary colored villains plagiarizing a villain of secondary colors' words. Unsurprisingly, Shigo, much like someone working during the holidays, the minute the job is over, she leaves. And while Kim's father uses his degree as a rocket scientist to construct a mighty egg-nogging machine, Ron touches down on Draken's Island, managing to get in with only mild difficulty.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, or I could just use the door.
After getting into a fight with Draken, they both end up launched into the stratosphere inside of Draken's machine, wherein during the fighting they turn on its self-destruct function, forcing them to escape by hitching a ride on in its trash disposal pod with him landing in the middle of the North Pole. Returning to Kim, Wade has managed to mail a new communicator to Kim to tell her what Ron was doing, and based on the escape pods that were released during the aforementioned fight, Kim needs to head off to find Ron, starting in London. Now back with the adventures of Goofus and Goofus dying in a godless tundra, Draken remembers he has a cell phone and tries to call Shigo, currently lounging on the beach.
Please, I'm on vacation.
At the same time, Kim heads to London, the middle of the Mediterranean Sea, a mountain range, and finally Egypt to look for Ron, not finding him anywhere, prompting her to try the only other escape pod, which landed in the Amazon rainforest, wherein she discovers that her family followed her there after they asked Wade to track her location. And after realizing that Draken paid for her vacation, Shigo decides to see what he wanted, checking her voicemail and discovering where they are. So she heads towards the North Pole, crossing paths with the Extreme Winter Show that replaced Snowman Hank from earlier, due to their filming in the North Pole. And after she steals one of their rocket-propelled snowboards, they decide to start following her. This comes in handy because Kim's brothers were watching the show earlier and restarted after finding Kim, and since they know she's going to where Draken is, Ron shouldn't be too far behind. Things take a very weird turn, though, when during the aftermath of an attempted polar bear attack, it's revealed that Draken is actually just as much of a fan of Snowman Hank as Ron is, and he was so busy with his evil plan that he didn't realize it's not playing this year, under the impression that he'd be able to watch it later due to him taping it.
Dude, didn't you hear? They canceled it.
No, never!
So, when Shigo, Kim, and the Possibles find them, they've managed to convert their trash pod into a tribute to good, clean holiday warmth. The episode ends with them all deciding to have a temporary truce until Christmas is over, capped off by a tribute to Snowman Hank.